Good morning. It's probably hard to see me. It's just after 7, so it's still a little dark outside. You can see right there, it is raining. It rained most of the night last night. We got almost 3/4 of an inch of rain, so not too bad. You can also see how there is nothing in the garage except for those doors, which are covered in plastic, because today is spray foam day. The start of spray foam day, I guess. I'm not sure what time they're going to be here. They should be here sometime this morning. They said it'd take them about 3 or 4 days. So I don't know if they're going to actually spray today or if they're just going to do prep work. They got to cover the floor, cover doors, windows, all that stuff. So once they get here, we'll kind of figure out what they're doing and then show you the process. But in a couple days, we should be done with spray foam and another step closer to working on the inside. So hopefully you can hear me, but as you saw, they're spraying in there. They're getting quite a bit done. It's definitely thicker than what we thought it was going to be, so that's a good thing. I did have to just run to town because we have to box in these LVLs here up there. I was talking to them and I was going to leave them open for them to sorry, looking around. They had sprayed over here a little bit. I was gonna leave those open and have them spray into it, but they had asked to cover it and then they'll spray down from the top so they can get it, get the whole thing and fill it all up. So I went and got 2x6s for that, and then when they're out of here tonight, I'll come up and I'll come out and I'll add those 2x6s, and then they'll fill that whole cavity in with the spray foam, so we don't have to worry about anything there. So they're not going to do the garage today. I'm guessing they haven't even started taping this off or anything yet, so my guess is they'll do all the house first. They'll do the walls, and then they'll do the ceiling in the house, and then they'll come in the garage. So hopefully, they said 3 or 4 days, so hopefully they can get it knocked out pretty quick, but I'll show you guys back what they're doing inside. All right, well, they just left. So this company's out of Knoxville. They're about an hour away. I'm guessing they're driving back and forth. They didn't get here till almost 10 o'clock this morning. So I would assume they'll be back early tomorrow. But they got quite a bit done today with taping off. You can see that gray behind me. So I think they had to run to Home Depot and get some more of that. But they got that all in the garage, and that's all in the house. So I would assume tomorrow they'll start taping off the floors in the garage, and then they'll finish the walls. I wouldn't be surprised if they finish the whole house tomorrow, the walls and the roof, but I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't know if they're gonna do all the walls or what, but I'm gonna get my tools and we'll work on installing those 2x6s. Good morning. Hopefully you can see me. So it started raining last night as soon as I pulled all the tools out, and it was coming this way. So I decided to hold off out here this morning, trying to get it done before they show up. So I got my first board cut, and we'll try to jam it up in there between the two LVLs, and then I can get it fastened off. So it should fit. I checked yesterday, it does go up in there and it's pretty tight. So we'll get that tossed up in there. We'll try to get all three of these done before they show up. They're not gonna get to the garage today, so if I don't finish, it's not the end of the world, but it is supposed to rain this afternoon through the night and all that jazz. So we'll see, but try to get it tossed up there. That sure worked out better than I thought. I don't know if that person is deer hunting or what, but if they're deer hunting, they're not very good. All right, I know it's hard to see, but we got this one done. There you go. And we got the other one done. I don't know if you can hear, but it started to rain. There's probably some stuff on the camera. So I stopped filming because if I film out, you can't see because it gets dark. And I didn't want the camera outside. So we got those 3 done. The crew's not here yet, so it's still early. But we'll show you again what it looks like. So they started there. I missed the first bay. Started there, working their way around. They're up about 6 feet, 6.5 feet, and they got all the way to the back door. So it definitely looks good. We got 4 inches of spray foam, and they did every bit of 4 inches, maybe even 5 in some areas. So we should be good on the walls. They will have to come back and they'll shave. They won't come back, but after they're done spraying, they'll shave down anything that sticks out past. Like there's a little bit right here that sticks out past, and right here on the post, like where they spray the corner, it comes out. So they'll scrape all that and get it nice and even and flush. And then we'll be good to run our interior girts. So I'm gonna get things cleaned up. We'll wait till they get here, and then I guess we'll put it back on time lapse because I'm not supposed to be in here when they're spraying. They say after 12 hours it's fine. I don't really smell anything right now, so we're fine there. So yeah, we'll see you guys after the day. All right, well, they didn't get a ton done today in here because of their compressor breaking, but they finished that wall and then finished over to there. And then they started in the garage, as you saw. So they even started on the ceiling. My guess is they're gonna do the whole garage first, which works for us. So all this is done. So tomorrow I think they're gonna finish in here. They'll finish the garage roof and then go back into the house. You see they sprayed up to there. So there's the 2x6s we added this morning, and then they sprayed up there. So they'll come in on the top and then fill that in as they go. But they did that all the way across. So you can really kind of get a good look here. It's supposed to be 4 inches, and this is from that outside girt to here about 7 inches. So we definitely got what we paid for. Some spots thicker than others, but typically with spray foam, it's an average. So the walls are 4 inches and the roof is 8 inches. So we probably have to add a little bit more because that's actually pretty close, because the truss that's about 7, 8 inches there, what they got already, because the top cord of the truss is a 2x6, 5.5 inches. plus the 2x4 on the top, which is 1.5 inches, gives it 7. So pretty close. I wonder if they're gonna come back and add another layer, but I'm not sure. I had to leave this afternoon when they were still spraying, so I'm not too sure how they did it, but we'll check in the morning and take some more video of them spraying away. Well, it's the next day. They're here. They're heating up the inside of the house because sure it doesn't pick up on camera, but it's snowing now. So it was 70 degrees yesterday and it is now snowing. So they got a big heater inside the house. It's heating it up. They've been running it for, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes, and it is warm in the house. It's probably 70 plus degrees in the house. So that little bit of spray foam they have is actually doing pretty well. So once they get started spraying, I'll hook up the camera and show you guys what they're doing. All right, end of day, what day is this? Day 3? Day 3, I think. So, as you saw, they were working over. They got all the way over to this side about, I don't know, 6-8 feet. This is the master bedroom side. And then they went over and they started here. This is the master bath side. They got some more to do on that wall, but they started on the roof. They went all the way over about 6 feet to the door, the back door, and then they went up about another 6 feet. So about 10, 12 feet over here and all the way down. So they're getting closer, making progress. It's just a one-person job, really. They had 3 of them here the first 2 days, and then just 2 today. So one person moves the scaffolding around and one person sprays. So not too much that other people can do. So you can see some of the posts there, they've scraped. So that's where the overspray is. So they give us a nice flat surface. And yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's nice and toasty in here. I think real feel outside is like 20 degrees. I think the actual temperature is like 32, 33, but it's probably, I don't know, 60 degrees in here. It's nice and toasty. So they got some stuff like in here, in between this window, they got to come back and do. They got up in between the LVLs. So it's looking good. I think they'll probably finish in the house tomorrow. And then hopefully the garage the day after. So yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow when they come back. Oh, this little heater here, got some eggs in my hand. I looked this thing up. It's like 3,500 bucks, $3 grand, 3,500, something like that. But man, that thing works well. If I won the lotto, I would have one of those, just for no other reason than to have one of those. They have a little bit smaller one that's a little bit cheaper, like $2 grand. But that's the big one. It's 150 or 180,000 BTUs. And like I said, it got this thing up to 70 degrees quick. So that thing is super cool. Good morning. It's the next day. They got here a little early this morning, just after 8, I think. Got a little chilly last night, but it sounds like they're spraying already. They only been here for a half hour or so. So it stayed fairly warm inside the house, being that it's foam now. So they've gone through a few barrels. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm not gonna tell you whether they're gonna work in the house or the garage because I've been wrong every time I've said that. So currently they're spraying inside the house. I'll go in there, set up the camera so we can show you guys. But it should warm up nicely today. I think it's supposed to be almost 50 today, so that should help. And then same thing tomorrow, low 50s. So hopefully they're done by tomorrow, and that way we can get back to it and start working. Because with that generator running, it's awfully hard for us to be working out here and filming because you wouldn't be able to hear anything. Done with what day is this? Day 4. It does not echo in here at all like it used to. So they got the whole roof done. The whole inside of the house is done. It looks awesome. It's so much brighter in here. Without this on, we were worried that we didn't put enough windows in because it was so dark. But with this on here, it kind of shows. I think we'll do like an off-white on most of the walls. So it kind of shows you what it's gonna look like. And it is so much brighter in here. It's awesome. So they got this finished today. And they got it all cleaned up. They got all the plastic off the floor and all that jazz. They came into the garage and he got that wall done. And then they started across the front. And you can see, I was worried that they weren't gonna fill that cavity in and just try to hide it, but I would say there's no questions that they filled that cavity in. So their trailer is gone. They ran out of chemical. So far, they've gone through 6 barrels, 6 55-gallon drums. And he said they probably need one more to finish. So they should finish tomorrow. He said half a day. So hopefully they get it done tomorrow so that we can move on to the next thing. And then I will also order all of our lumber tomorrow for the inside so that can get delivered sometime over the next week while we finish on the outside. So we have to do this gable end over here. And then we have, as you can see, the front and the far gable end. So we're almost done getting there. Like we said last video, my goal was a month. So January 1st, I want to be on the inside. So we're getting closer and closer every day. So we'll pick it back up again tomorrow when they get back. All right. I don't know if you can see them out there, but they're just pulling out right now. And they are done. Looks awesome. You can see all the roof, all the walls. I showed you the house yesterday. So one more step complete. There is a couple things that I found that I probably should have done before we had spray foam. One is our plumbing vents to the roof, because that plumbing vent right there, it's got to go up to the roof between those LVLs and back out. So I guess I should have run those at least up and out this way prior to spray foam. So there's that one, and then there's 2 in the master, one for shower, one for toilet. It is what it is, I guess. I'm gonna have to deal with it. I did ask them what to use. They gave me a couple cans of the spray foam where they use touch up and stuff around the doors. So they gave me 2 cans of that, which should be plenty. And then when we run those vents, I'll probably run, I may run a conduit up there right next to the plumbing vent for electrical for outside, but I might not, because I could just run that in the rafters and then, or in the interior walls and then up through the truss. So probably won't need to worry about that, but I'll have to fix those plumbing vents eventually. We're a little bit of ways out for that. We did order our interior lumber for today, or I ordered that today. So that'll be here week after next. I think 10 days away or so from filming this. Gave ourselves a little bit of time. So hopefully we'll get this exterior done. That's our next task with this gable over here. So that's where we'll leave this one. It was a heck of a job, but they knocked it out and they had some hurdles, but they got it done and it looks awesome. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you on the next video.